Harley, if you could download a talent like the Matrix, what would you pick?
Language.
Oh,
Which one?
multilingual.
Like no, like I'm the linguist now. Like everything.
That's your,
like even if like we
got a
found
title
an
already.
ancient language text, I could be like, give it here, I'll read it.
Not even like what about just super intelligence? Then that would apply to everything, and you can still.
Unfortunately, for super intelligence, like a lot of people that are extremely high IQ, they have a higher like I don't want to misquote, like I love doing on this show apparently, but there's been a lot of cases of people where the higher IQ doesn't result in higher happiness or higher income. In fact, it's almost like paralyzing in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
And ignorance is bliss. I'm on a good level of intelligence. You know, I want to be able to make the jokes in Chinese now.
Okay, fair enough.
You speak a language to people, like that's the fastest way to
endear yourself to them,
to get to connect with someone. Like if you speak that language, if someone sounds like you, it's crazy.
Even if you just
said
really
but
hard.
like you said, I can't download like a superpower, right? This is just a skill.
Right. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you super strong, but like mine was, I was thinking of a passive income thing. Like, what if I was just a genius at day trading? Is that possible, or
no,
or just stocks?
Oh, actually, yeah,
math, like math. So you're choosing
economics,
math.
like
right?
maybe like various parts of Yeah, I maybe if you became a genius at that, you could.
Some
read
people
the
seem
market.
to have a knack for reading the tea leaves that is the stock market and making more money than others. Like if I could download that, seems like I could be a nice way to get more cash.
You know, there's a Kamala Harris crypto coin. You might want to jump into that. I mean, I'm getting good vibes on it right now.
I know what you're saying. There was a character, I think it was in Silicon Valley, and I'm gonna butcher it a little bit, but he was like, he noticed that there was a sale on the Big Macs at and Burger Kings, the Whoppers, and because of the sales, like the amount of the buns that were being purchased, he noticed that the sesame seeds that are on it, like, and he had connected it to like basically investing or shorting some, like a sesame, something that would be involved in the making of sesame seeds. And that like proved to be a big windfall for him because he connected those dots while having a burger at Burger King, like just that morning. So it's kind of like that, I guess, right?
What skills would you guys download? You want to be a kung fu expert?
I don't think that's very useful.
That's beyond useless. Being
you could be UFC champ.
Like I guess mind reading would be like,
yeah, like, that's a superpower.
Okay, well then like being the most persuasive person ever.
That's Jewish.
That's very true. It'd be like
that's interesting.
I just stop paying taxes, and then like the IRS agent comes to my house, and by the end he's like, "See you later, Taylor. That guy had a lot of good points." Like, and then you just don't have to deal with like anything like that. I go to the bank and I'm like, "I want a loan for $10 million," and he's like, "You don't have the assets," and I convince him.
But I don't think the most persuasive person on earth can pull off what you're talking about. You've gone towards.
Well, you can't do it in Italy, and I can.
Almost superpower. You're right.
You can't even speak Italian, so how are you going to do it there?
I want the languages too. There is no person on this planet that speaks every language that isn't one of those Rain Man characters who can't leave their house if it's not raining or something weird.
This guy's trying to fuck in every country. Hey, pal, yeah, I know what's going on here.
I imagine you could be an interpreter for some really powerful, cool people, and you'd be like hanging with them, going to do cool, rich and powerful international man of mystery type shit when you needed to go to like China and speak to someone, and then bounce over to Bangladesh and know a regional dialect or something.
You're going to be setting your Tinder for Mexico like "Te gusta?"
Spanish,
mi amor.
I wasted on Spanish.
You get all of them. No, but you know, superpowers. I thought a lot about superpowers, like a long time. And
me too.
So many of them are bad or dangerous, like super strength.
Yeah, the laser eye guy, just a huge
I always wanted from the X-Men Morph, because his power was turning into like any mutant he wanted and seemingly just having their power, but to a less effective degree because it's not something he's an expert at doing. Suddenly he just has weather powers. He might not be as good as Storm, but for all intents and purposes, he's Storm. Same thing as Mystique.
I want to download everything there is to know about sex so I can prove to myself that the female orgasm is not a myth.
You're gonna come to
what the fuck?
What do you want? What skill do you want? Download sex. What? Excuse me? All sex. I already know everything sex. I do all the sex.
I just want to be horny.
if you ask me
So
this
lot
question
about
in
being
9,
Woody,
87
are
to
you
13.
sure you
Just
want to
mentioned it
download
10 years
all
old.
the sex files I have? Be very specific now. It matters greatly.
You
There's a lot
literally
of
you could have
inflation stuff
downloaded
on here.
you could have downloaded any skill and you downloaded porn.
Just I want to know where the clit is. I've always
How
wondered.
about I get to be like a fucking Gordon Ramsay? No, a chef that makes Gordon Ramsay look like a scrub.
That's
like,
really
like
cool.
the
Also, you
Guy-
know what?
Guy
Okay.
That's
Fieri
an
level
even
talent.
even deeper level of linguist. You can now connect with everyone on the planet, but you make them that dish,
Yeah.
whatever dish that it was, exactly how they did it
Now I
in
do it
the
even
old
better.
country. Yeah.
That'd be a good skill, and that's a whole job right there. Now you make delicious, tasty food. People like you.
Oh yeah,
You could work 80
superpower-
hours a week in a kitchen with that.
That's what I'm
Also,
thinking.
I'm suffering from success.
Superpower if you could
What have
fly,
you
you're
done to
gonna be
yourself?
freezing cold and having bugs
Yeah.
smash into your eyeballs. Super strength, like you break someone's arm when you give them a high five when you're drunk. Like
People
living, like
underestimate how much
healing.
flying would suck.
Yeah,
Unless it comes with a
healing.
host of other things. You
But
need
no,
to
you
be
choose
immune-
teleport over flying.
Yeah.
You
need
want to
be
go
immune
somewhere.
100%.
Teleport.
to temperature changes because it's fucking freezing. You're not gonna like anything like if you've ridden a motorcycle in the rain, you'll know that's horrible. So now you need some sort of like super bodysuit or impervious to pain and damage. Like you have to have the other stuff Superman has for flying to be interesting. And then unless you're flying at crazy speeds, also Superman stuff. If you're just flying at like 100 miles an hour, you solve the transportation problem you don't even have. You are currently in a car with an overpowered heater and air conditioner rolling along at 80. What, are you going to pack on another 20 miles an hour and suffer?
You're
Yeah.
telling me I need a
Wouldn't take
super suit. It doesn't sound like a big ask. All right. I just feel like I
Oh.
throw on my Rocket Man suit that protects me from, high temperatures and low temperatures, has some O2 in it if I need it.
With
Wouldn't
all
you
this
rather
The
bullshit,
goggles
teleport?
are
barely
barely
Wouldn't you
better
rather
than the
teleport, though?
aerodynamic.
Wouldn't
How
you
is
rather
it
Birdman?
teleport though?
I'm sorry, Harley?
Teleportation would be scary though.
Teleport, yeah.
Like
Because
what
you don't
if
want
I-
to phase through someone.
Yeah, you don't want to phase into something.
That's why
and
instead of
like
teleport, Doctor Strange portals are superior. You create doorways so that
on
you
the
can
other
go.
side.
And the best thing about that is you could take someone with you to be like, hey, you want to go to Spain for lunch right now? And
Dude, I would
know,
love that.
That'd be
How
fun.
cool would it be to like bounce over to France and have their bread and come back?
Yep, be very cool. I think
make me
a s-
Taylor Swift then instead.
If you
Right, I was
had,
thinking that.
if you had like the ability to read minds, you would definitely hear things that you never wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it
that's
would
true.
like ignorance once again. Choose ignorance if you can.
Have it
like,
be selective, so like you're not always bombarded by people's thoughts. You can just decide, like, all right, what's this person
Of
thinking
course,
right
of course.
now?
What if
but
you
then
can hear
you're
your
curious.
pets all the time?
You're curious, and so
Yeah,
what's that?
Yeah.
You can hear your pets all the time now. Just
Oh,
with
I
these,
didn't even think about
with these
that.
rageful, weird, primitive thoughts. Hunger, 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 master.
You're right. I don't think you could have a successful
Why have you
relationship.
abandoned me?
I don't
Father!
think could you have a good
3 minutes.
relationship with your girlfriend or wife if she couldn't have private thoughts? Like you don't want to.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, you don't want that. All right, like
that's
you
true.
can't-
It's
yeah.
a little bit
But
of
I-
a monkey's paw.
I did settle on. I ultimately decided a very boring superpower, but I think you guys might vibe with it. And the superpower I chose, it sounds so lame, but it shouldn't affect life too much. Because just like in video games, I think if you put on too serious of a cheat code,
Yeah,
the
it's
game
too much.
sucks now.
Yeah,
So like this one's just like a little quality of life one, and it is the power of sleep. And the way it works is
Oh, that's really good.
you don't have to sleep, but you could
Mm.
sleep. And when you choose to sleep, you could choose to sleep for 6 hours at a time, or you can go the rest of your life without ever sleeping at all. And you can just literally work another part-time job if you wanted. You could do you could
It's
learn a
essentially
language. Me
extending
saying
your
the
life by a
language thing, you
third.
could learn the
Mhm.
language. Yeah, you're getting even more, a third to some people a half. You spend like half
that's
your life
neat.
sleeping. Now you don't have to, but you still get that time travel aspect if you got a 20-hour flight, you know?
yeah.
I don't remember the last time I
Ooh.
slept for 8 hours in a row. Like I've done it like
Same.
one in 100 days, maybe. I'll sleep for
That's-
8 straight hours.
That's interesting. So you don't stop aging, but you can kind of hibernate. Like if you wanted to fly to Australia, to you it could be a
Yeah,
snap.
exactly. And you're like 8 hours. And then you wake up.
That's
and
the
you're, like, on
technology we need, by
tarmac
the way.
still.
Like the tech we need is that freezing you and unfreezing you tech. That hibernation shit where somehow they
Mhm.
make they like pump us full of antifreeze, some sort of non-kill.
Yeah,
you
Israel's trying to do that right now. Keep sending the money.
They put it in 3 body problems.
I know about the skin bank. Don't you underplay that?
Oh, the skin banks.
Up like
Crazy.
Ed Williams and his frozen.
They don't like talking about their skin banks.
In 3 body problem, it was cool because it was expensive to do that hibernation.
Yeah.
But if you're wealthy, you can sort of almost choose any time period you want to live in, provided that it's in the future. You could maybe let your investments grow if you think you're strong. Yeah.
You're like, I hope it doesn't suck.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the space travel aspect of it. I love the idea of just going to sleep and waking up in orbit of a fucking planet 800 years away from here.
Scary though.
Yeah, it is. I always
but if it doesn't work out, just go back to sleep and like head to the next one, right? Like, don't wake me up unless it's not scary, right?
I think you could go to sleep and then it just doesn't work out. But there's a leak in the spacecraft or something.
Well, we were heading into that direction anyway, right? Where
it's like surgery.
You just don't wake up.
Like, this isn't my job. I really have no concerns here, except I hope it's all cool on the other side.
I'd want it to be a proven tech. I'd want them to have woken some people up over some long periods of time and then to have no cognitive decline. And maybe you get to see someone get thawed out, live the rest of their normal life, because you never know what's down the line.
Star Trek.
Did you guys see Zach's? All clothes become see-through when you focus.
That costs about $35,000. You can get a little thermal sight, monocular, and just really go through an entire layer of clothing.
Yeah, there's a million.
You don't even like the try-on girls, homo.
I absolutely did. You showed me the video of that woman's fucking pussy lips from behind.
Great, right?
Right on YouTube, right next to cooking instructions.
Oh man, I'm so into the try-on girls. It's like my favorite thing now. I'm on there looking for new talent all the time. Just
new talent.
Yeah. There's some real showstoppers on there. There's some really hot fucking naked ladies on YouTube. It's better than Pornhub.
Dude, being a hot girl is a cheat code in life nowadays. It is so easy to make some money if you're pretty good. I hear you, but I feel like there's more avenues that have opened up in the last
Men used to have their own cheat code, but they took it from us.
Yeah. What is it?
I don't know. Now I think about it, it's just seeming a lot like rape, and I don't like where this is headed.
I thought
I was trying to think if it was about like voting or something.
Yeah, let's make it about
went in a different direction. I didn't. Also bad.
I didn't think.
Did you see that? They're in the U.S. now. This is like recent. That women are in several states. Women are signed up for the Selective Service now, like automatically. Interesting enough, California and New York are not among the states where women are automatically signed up for Selective Service. You can guess the states that are, like, all the good ones, all the good guys.
Texas, the Floridas, the
Georgias, the North Carolinas, like, we're all signing them up.
I'm so sorry, I got distracted by this like sneaky porn on YouTube that they try. They're like trying on a robe, and then they act like they're trying on a robe, and then they get wet. They like go in the shower. So
they want to show you what it looks like wet.
Yeah. It's part of the purchasing matrix.
I want this person has 2 million views in 2 days. Like, I wonder what kind of ads they get on this. Like, is this person?
Sometimes they're demonetized, but they have OnlyFans that they're linking you to.
Hang on, I'm gonna try to find the goat and show him her because she's. Oh,
is it the same video you showed us?
Yeah. Do you have it somewhere?
No, but that was wild.
Now I want it more than ever, bro. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it's basically just a naked woman on YouTube, and you're like, how'd you get here?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is you're like, here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! But what if FPSRussia sees?
The comment I watched that video like 2 days ago, and the top one of the comments was "Thanks, Kyle," and it was like 8 thumbs up.
That's funny.
Funny. Well, you guys want to call it a show?
I'm scrolling through the naked women, and you're wanting to. All right.